Chris the Batman Statue Collector, and I am back with Mrs. BSC, and we just watched The Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And so we thought we would do a spoiler-free review, kind of talk about that film. I did not know it was going to be coming out on HBO Max, did you?
No, I had no idea.
So that was a big surprise to us. It seems like it came out early, and so we watched it tonight. And I wanted to share kind of my thoughts, your thoughts of what we thought about that film. And the original Suicide Squad, I was very, very excited about it. Do you remember when we saw the trailer?
Yeah, I remember seeing the trailer, and it looked like it was going to be awesome.
It did. It had great music. I just could not wait. I was so excited about that film. And then it was not that great.
It wasn't great. It wasn't horrible. I mean, there were good parts of it, but I did not like the Will Smith character, and I like Will Smith a lot.
Yeah.
And I did not like Jared Leto. I didn't like his Joker. I mean, it's just, I didn't like it.
And I did not mind Jared Leto. I wanted just to see more. I wanted to see more of him. I really liked the dynamics with Margot Robbie. Of course, I loved her as Harley Quinn. I think she saved that movie. The ending was super weak. There just wasn't a lot of great things going for it, but we've since learned that we want the Ayer cut because obviously the studio, got involved and messed it all up. So with the Snyder Cut, there's still some hope that that film would be...
Not the Snyder Cut.
No, the Snyder Cut, because of the success, they were hoping for an Ayer cut.
Oh, right.
And so I don't think that's going to happen at this point, but it would be cool if it did. But a lot of the same characters were in this film.
Yeah, I kept asking, is this a reboot? Is this a sequel? What is this?
It's like a soft reboot, I think. I mean, it's got
It felt like a sequel, though.
It's got Rick Flag. It's got Amanda Waller. It's got Harley Quinn.
It felt like a sequel.
Yeah, it did feel like a sequel. But of course, this was directed by the fantastic James Gunn, who does Guardians of the Galaxy, which we absolutely love.
We do love those movies. And part of what we love about them is they're fun, right? You're
fun.
Involved and they're fun. And you could really see that James Gunn brought the fun to this movie. I do not like gory movies. I don't like a lot of the action movies that are really popular because they're just too much blood and gore for me, and that's just not my thing. And this, honestly, a lot of blood and gore.
A lot of blood and gore.
A lot.
It's definitely a rated R. Do not have your kids watch this film.
Definitely not. But somehow James Gunn makes it fun, blood and gore.
Yeah, it was very graphic. I mean, it was super
pretty graphic. There were a couple scenes where I was
but you add some funny music or some music to the gore, and it works somehow. I really felt like this film was fun.
Yeah, like I said, James Gunn definitely brought the fun into it, and that's all rhymey. Whatever. Anyway, but I do feel like that's part of the reason we like his movies is they don't take themselves too seriously. They've got a good plot line and good characters that you're kind of rooting for the bad guys, which is something we like to do.
Yep.
And in the meantime, you're having fun.
That's right. And I think, you have to suspend, some,
a lot.
You have to, for sure, because when you introduce a weasel and you introduce a king shark and you introduce some of these characters, I think they did it.
Just the villain?
Yeah, they're just the villain, which is Starro. And I did not know anything about Starro. I know that, he is in comic book lore. And a big part of this movie was the Corto Maltese, which is, again, a big part of DC history. I first remember hearing it in 1989's Batman, where Vicky Vale, that was, she was a photographer for Time magazine. And that's what caught the eye of the Joker. So I thought that was really cool because I felt like I knew that place. And I don't remember it much from Batman specifically, but I thought that was really cool that all of this, revolution was happening on this island. And so that goes right back to the comics. Yeah. So that was really cool. But again, going back to the characters, the beginning of this movie, oh my God, we're not going to spoil it for you, but the first 15 minutes...
I was real excited there for about 5 minutes. Don't get your hopes up there, people.
It was just crazy what happened in the beginning, but then...
It was good. There were actually multiple times through this movie that I said, ooh, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, right. And and we definitely didn't see the beginning coming. There were some characters
we definitely saw the beginning coming.
You did?
Yeah, we even talked about it.
Yeah. That was the first 30 seconds second, you're like, I hope this guy lives, and I hope this guy lives.
And we knew they wouldn't.
A lot of them don't. And so the Suicide Squad definitely lives up to their name for sure. But I think a lot of the characters that the commercial focused on, we don't see them very much. So that was crazy. But then I don't
think I've seen the commercial.
No, well, there you go. So, so the trailers anyway. But then we got introduced to some more characters, and the characters I thought were really unique and different. I really liked John Cena. I thought he was really good. I was surprised.
John Cena was good too. Idris Elba was awesome.
He was fantastic. I really liked.
I love Harley. Like I do. I love Harley. I love Margot Robbie. I think she plays that character perfectly. I feel like her accent is a little more pronounced in this movie. I don't remember being like, she wasn't quite that Brooklyn before, I don't think, but I mean, I like it. I like her. I like her portrayal of Harley. I think she does a good job.
This was the best Harley performance of the 3 films.
And I didn't
because she was in Birds of Prey.
I didn't see Birds of Prey.
I didn't love that one at all. But this one, I felt like this was by far the best Harley performance. I just think she did a really great job.
Something I didn't like in the other Suicide Squad is that Harley was so dependent on the Joker. You know, she was waiting for someone to come rescue her. And, you know, we see in a lot of the Batman villains and other things that she's, you know, a lot stronger than she lets on. And I
that's
know
what Birds of Prey dealt with.
And in Birds of Prey, she was kind of, you know, becoming independent. Well, this film, we really get to see her be her independent, you know, funny, sarcastic.
There were elements of that Harley Quinn.
Can you say that?
You can.
Might not be able to say that.
You could say it, but you know we have the Harley Quinn animated series, and I know you haven't really watched it, but I think it's hilarious, and it has King Shark and some of those other characters. But it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. With she's so independent, and you know some of those other characters take charge. But I really liked Harley Quinn. I really liked Polka Dot Man, David Dastmalchian, who has been in The Dark Knight. He's in Ant-Man. He is a really great actor, and actually I got to meet him in Kansas City and talk to him like 15 minutes.
Weird character, though.
Very weird character, but that was I thought he brought a lot to the film, and I really liked him, and maybe just because I like him in some of the roles that he's been in, but I thought that was really cool. King Shark, what did you think of King Shark?
Loved him.
Yeah, King Shark. Now, he's not as funny as he is in the animated series. Like, he's a lot funnier, but there were elements just with his speech and what he did. Num num, like he wants to eat everybody. You know, it's just really, that was fun, I thought. Who else did you like in the movie? Did you like the Ratcatcher?
Yeah, I liked the Ratcatcher. I liked the TDK. TDK. Pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, you love Nathan Fillion, so. Yes, she does love him.
I'm an easy sell on Nathan Fillion.
Yes.
Anyway, I thought the characters were good. You know who turned... Well, we're doing spoiler-free, so I probably can't even say what I was going to say. But there were some side characters that are not a focus at all. They're certainly not going to make any trailers that I thought were very, very good. So...
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
It was a good all-around cast. A lot of actions. A lot of, like, surprising sentiment. I thought, you know, or some backstory and some...
It was just good character development.
It was.
I mean, I don't know that I would call it sentiment. I would call it character development. And putting some of those background stories, you know, trying to tie those into an action movie sometimes feels a little tedious. And there's maybe a scene or two where you're like, okay, I know they had to force this in there so that we understand it.
It does this a little bit in the movie, like big action, you know, slow.
But I think they did a good job with those lulls, building the characters and making us care. You know, which is their job, is making us care about these bad guys in, you know, a 2-hour movie. And I think they did that. I think they did a really good job.
That's right. Would you watch it again?
Yeah.
I would too. I mean, I think it would be one that, like, I don't feel like I really want to watch the original Suicide Squad again. Like, I mean, maybe clips, but like, I don't really ever need to see it again. But I do feel like this was good, and they did set it up for a possible sequel. I think
another one,
which I would like to see.
Called the Suicide Squad, and that one was Suicide. It's stupid. It needed a different name.
So again, it's like a reboot, but it's not. It's weird. What do you think of Starro?
Lame. He is
Lame.
he's lame. He's like the lamest B-movie villain that I could have made out of claymation. No, his CGI is fine. He's just an awful
He's so
villain.
wobbly.
When the kids were really little, we had these 5-minute DC bedtime stories, and it was in these big books, and we would read them to the kids at night. And as soon as he came on screen, I was like, "Oh, I know this guy. He was one of the villains from the 5-minute bedtime stories," and I thought he was stupid then. I think it was Superman versus Starro.
I think
but
so.
They're all in the same universe. But
Yeah.
I think it was a Superman story with Starro in it, and
But didn't you think that Starro kind of fit the tone of the movie? Like,
it was weird, man. I think we could have probably come up with something slightly less B-movie to be a villain there instead of Starro. I can't imagine looking at the comic books and thinking, you know which villain we really need to bring to life in a movie? This giant starfish.
Starfish from space.
Yeah, that one just it felt very disposable.
Yeah.
Very very disposable villain. I even turned around at one point and was like, this is the stupidest villain I've ever seen in a movie.
I agree, but I thought it fit the movie. I thought it's just so quirky.
I don't know that fit any movie.
And so weird, in parts with the characters. The characters are so weird, most of them.
It seems like they could have almost done away with Starro and used the Thinker as the primary villain.
It could have, I suppose.
And had it be a lot less cartoony.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I think that's what they were going with.
But I get it. It's kind of a comic booky, I don't know, but it was a little much, I'm not going to lie.
2-hour runtime.
Suspend the reality, just enjoy the entertainment.
That's right. A little over 2-hour runtime. Do you think it was... I feel like it went by pretty quick.
Yeah, we had to stop it halfway through to put our kids to bed, and I remember thinking, oh, this is long.
Yeah, we were in like an hour and 15 minutes in at that point.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, we still got a long ways to go.
Yeah, but the rest went quick.
But it was good. I mean, I was entertained.
Yeah.
Are you not entertained?
That's right. So what would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd probably give it I would say an 8. I'm gonna knock it down a half a peg to 7.5, just because it was pretty gory.
Very gory.
I mean, that would be the one reason that I would probably be like, I don't know that I need to watch this again. Like, if you were watching it in the bedroom, I might watch for a little bit and then be like, I've kind of had enough of the gore.
Yeah.
I mean, again,
I just kept thinking, he's definitely not directing a Disney movie.
Definitely not. It was definitely not a Marvel film.
No. No. I mean,
for sure.
It had that feel. Like, you could feel like it was James Gunn at times. But I just kept thinking, like, oh, this is definitely not a Disney film for sure. It's just interesting what he would do if he wasn't tied to Disney. And because he's doing the third Guardians, which is great. They brought him back. But... it is what it is. Well,
it's late.
It is late. We are filming this pretty late, but we definitely wanted to review this for you guys. So again, you gave it a 7 or 7.5, 8.
7.5. Mostly just because of the gore.
I'm going to give it 8, 8.5. Just kind of round it out because I did really enjoy it. I enjoyed it way more than I thought. My expectations were super low, although Rotten Tomatoes had a really good score. People were saying it was the greatest comic book of all time or comic book movie of all time. I disagree with that. I think
Starro
it was
alone keeps it, honestly.
Dark Knight for me, you can't top that film because that's a comic book movie. Or even Batman '89 for me personally as a Batman fan. But I do feel like it was really worth watching. I think you guys will really like it, even if you don't know who the characters are. I didn't know who most of these characters were. I did know who King Shark and Polka Dot Man, but some of those other characters. But you want to learn more because they're fun, they're quirky, and they're just B and C villains from the history of DC, which is pretty cool. But I definitely would recommend it. Would you?
Yeah, definitely check it out. It's fun. I mean, prepare to suspend your reality and just enjoy the entertainment, and I think you will be entertained.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, if you have HBO Max, you can watch it kind of for free. Included, that's right, included. So definitely, I think it's only available for like maybe 30 days, so definitely check it out. Otherwise, go to the movie theater, support your local theater, and I'm sure they would appreciate your popcorn business. So anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching. If you did enjoy today's video, and for the love of Mrs. BSC, please give her a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and just thank you guys so very much for watching. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, click that notification bell, and if you want to take it one step further, hit the join button down below for early access to our videos, bat boxes, and all that good stuff. And just thank you guys so very much for taking time out of your day to watch our thoughts and opinions on the Suicide Squad. So without further ado, we'll see you next time right here
in the Batcave.
Good night, everybody. Bye. Hey guys, Chris the BSC here, and I'm officially announcing the Road to 30K giveaway right here on the Batman Statue Collector channel. We are so close to 30K. We actually just crossed over 28K, but when we get to 30K, I am going to be giving away this, the incredible Superman Call to Action Premium Format Quarter Scale Statue from Sideshow Collectibles. Now you're probably asking, hey Chris, how do I win? What do I have to do to enter? And that's exactly what we're going to talk about right now. Now, you also have to be a subscriber. That's a no-brainer, right? You have to be a subscriber. If you want to encourage friends and family to join and subscribe to increase your chances of winning, that's fine with me. I would love that. Where again, we're trying to get to 30K. So you have to be a subscriber. And number 2 is you have to go back and watch at least 5 of my older videos. And I want you to comment on them. I would like you to watch the whole video if you would. And then I want you to have a meaningful comment in the comments down below. Even if you've already commented on that one, I would love to see your comments. I want to engage with the community even more than we've already done. Be a subscriber, comment on at least 5 videos, and that's it. And somebody is going to take this home. Again, all I ask is you pay for actual shipping costs, and when we get to 30K, I am going to be giving this away. And we'll do it live on Rogues Gallery Live, so everybody knows who wins. I cannot thank you enough. And to show you just a small token of my appreciation, I want to give this away. So thank you very much for getting us almost to 30K. You guys are amazing. I love you all, and I'll see you soon in the Batcave. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.